Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. Welcome to day 7. 7, right? Hold on. 5, 6, 7, 8. Day 8 of 12 days of Christmas. And we are talking about a Christmas special I grew up with that is now known as one of the worst Christmas specials ever. Remember when I saw Nostalgia Critic's title for this, I'm like, the worst Christmas special is at the Christmas tree. And I watched it and it was this, and I went, wait, what? No. Because I grew up with this. Although I didn't know it by the Christmas tree because it was cut off when my grandma recorded it. So she had it listed down as the Christmas Orphans, which would also be an appropriate title, I guess. But, so the story, you can call it that, is about a bunch of orphans at this orphanage. Where they, just a bunch of orphans running around, and they, their best friend is a tree named Mrs. Hopewell, and they think it's a magic tree that can grant them wishes or something, and they live under the watchful eye of the very evil Mrs. Mavilda, who is scamming the mayor for money. The mayor shows up once a month or something, and she parades 2 children, 1 boy and 1 girl, in front of him in fancy clothes. And she takes the money, hand it to her in big money bags, because that's how it works, and gambles it away. Okay? 2 things. 1, you have set apart 2 pairs of clothes. 1 for a boy, 1 for a girl. But eventually, those children are going to grow up, which means you need new clothes. But also, they make it sound like she just picks 2 random kids each time. Those kids cannot all be the same size to fit in those clothes. 2, she gambles and loses the money every time she gets the money from the mayor. She gambles and loses every single time. Mrs. Mavilda, I hate to tell you this, but you're getting cheated. Your gambling pals are cheating to win. Because if you are losing the money every single time that you play the poker, which, put that in a Christmas special, that's for the kids, someone's cheating there. Alright? Well, she is treated like the villain in this. She's spending all the money that's supposed to go for the kids to gamble, which is kind of a stupid thing to spend the money on. Like, if you're gonna have someone be, that was my stomach bubbling. Ooh, I know what that was. If you're gonna have someone taking money for their own selfish needs, have her spend it on herself instead of the orphans. Instead of just gambling it away for no reason, Then entered this family. Judy, her husband, whose name I forget, Paul or something, and their 2 kids. Again, I don't remember the name. One of them is named Pappy, and the other one I'll just call the bad actor girl. They clearly couldn't pay to get good voice actors in this. Some are okay, but clearly this voice actress for the bad actor girl, somebody had a family member they wanted to put in this. I don't know. It reminds me of like Alex Vincent in the first Child's Play, where he's like, he told me never to tell on him or he'd make me pay. That sort of acting, where he has that, told me never to tell on him or he'd make me, pay, or something like that. One of those kind of actors. Here's the situation. The husband is getting a job, but only he can stay in this place where he's got to work, so his wife and kids have to stay at the orphanage. And Mrs. Mavilda's not getting all special treatment. these kids who have parents are being forced to live with the other orphans in their room, and Judy has her own room. Okay, so Judy, in these conditions, oh my God, fuck you. No, you cannot, you gotta work for me, you're gonna do all this, and you get, maybe 1 hour with your children. And I'm just like, fuck. Look, as someone who gets limited time with his child, I would be, this is not court ordered. This is not visitation time. She has her kids. She went there with her kids. And this bitch woman is telling her, no, you have to do all the cooking and the cleaning and all this stuff for me, and you get like 1 or 2 hours with your kids. Fuck you, bitch. I'll sleep in the cold. Thank you very much. But no. No. This does not happen. No. This is how it goes. And there's also a dog. I don't remember the name. Licorice. Name is Licorice. A bunch of orphan kids named it. So what do you think it's going to be called? Licorice. Licorice. So, Mrs. Mavilda does not like. By the way, she's known as Mrs. Mavilda, but she ain't married. This woman drier than the Grand Canyon and the 140-degree weather in August. But I digress. So one day the mayor shows up and he hands them more money. But Judy teleports in. No, literally. Because they're talking, oh, where is Mrs. whatever her name is? Oh, Judy! And she's like right there. Right after there is no pause in sentences here. The acting is so monotone. It's just so matter of fact. This is like, we're going to get this done. We're going to do this. Fuck second takes. Am I right? There are so many times you can question and like, really? That's the best take you could get? Really? That's it? Oh, okay, sure, whatever. Just so much. Yeah, because it's literally, oh, where is Mrs. Judy? Judy! And she's like right there. It's like, fuck. Teleport in there. It's like, what the hell? So because Judy heard this, she tells the kids they're going to go get money. But we get this oddly edited thing where she's talking to the kids about Christmas, while we cut back to Mrs. Mavilda spending all the kids' money. We get it, movie. We know what she's gonna do with the money. You don't need to keep on going back and forth. We get it. We get it. We can put two and two together here. I know this is for kids. I know. But still. So then Mrs. Mavilda says, no, we're not gonna spend any money. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to eat clothes. So she has to go tell the kids that they're not getting clothes. And then she decides, this woman, she's getting too close with these kids. So I'm going to get rid of her like I did my last assistant. Excuse me? You throw this halfway through the movie. We know she had another assistant she got rid of. So she tells her buddy Mel, hey, I'm going to send Judy to get this package from you. And while she's there, I want you to sneak something of yours in her pocket and then call the cops about an hour later and tell them that she stole something from you. And then she'll get arrested. That is her plan. The kids, of course, overhear this, but are not able to tell Judy in time because plot. Like, they're right there. They have something to tell you. She's like, oh, well, I have to go. Tell Mrs. Mavilda. Of course, they can't say anything. But of course, she does catch on that they know. So, they decide they have to go visit the mayor. Pappy knows where the mayor is, right? So he's going to go to the mayor's house. But oh no, it's 9 o'clock. Or go to the mayor's office. Because that's where they went to get the jobs. Daddy get the job. Well, no, because it's 9 o'clock and he can be home. And they don't know where his house is. So they decide they're going to go to the North Pole. And they're going to send Pappy there. Okay, I get it that you're going to send Pappy when he was going to the mayor's office because he knows where it is. But how the hell are you going to send this kid to the North Pole? With a dog, I might add. And this is where I was like, really? What? I did not remember this. I did not remember this part. They get attacked, but well, first of all, the little sister, bad actor girl, tags along. Is it Lily? But I'll call her Lily. Fuck it. Lily comes along, right? Bear shows up, and there's the scene of the dog biting the bear's ass, and the girl gets flung off the freaking. Well, not flung. She falls off a cliff. She's dead. Bye bye. And. Yeah. But here's the kicker, okay? Because they make a wish. Okay, first of all, Judy has them all make wishes, in which Lily wishes for the arm on her teddy to be fixed. But then she changes it. She changes it to making sure her mommy doesn't get in, is safe and doesn't, get in trouble. So, finding out that the two kids are gone, Judy does not make it to Mel's because there is an accident in the road. So she goes back to the orphanage, where she finds out her two kids are now gone, along with the dog. And when she tells Mrs. Mavilda's like, well, fuck you, you're fired. No, seriously. She tells her that her kids have gone missing, and she fires her. Now, to be honest, I'm not going to say fair. That's probably just a play to get rid of her. She's like, get your stuff and you're fired. Yeah. Which is the only emotion in this film. And then she has the resolve to call her friend Jack to chop down Mrs. Hopewell. So, I'm running out of eggnog in this cup. Best get going. So it all comes to a heat, right? Where Mrs. Hopewell is going to get chopped down. Before Jack can do it, though, the mayor shows up. He's like, hey, what's going on here? And they say, everything. And then the dad pops out of nowhere. He can teleport like his wife can. Honey, where the hell did he come from? And like, their kids are gone. And there's no emotion. Oh, our children are gone. But then the little brother, the boy, Pappy, shows up with the dog. He's like, oh, Lily died. They're like, oh no. I'm just like, really, that's the emotion? Mrs. Minerva, what the hell is her name? Mrs. Minerva, whatever the hell her name is. Her resolve, she's like, no, fuck this, I'm still gonna do it. She tried to chop down Mrs. Hopewell with a chainsaw, but she gets electrocuted, somehow still survives. And then Santa Claus, with that wrong voice, he's like, very, very deep Santa Claus, shows up with a little girl. She's like, look, the teddy bear's arm is fixed. I'm like, she took that wish back. Why is it fixed? She took it back. Santa, you're overexerting yourself here. But he lights the Christmas tree up, and here, okay. So, after finding out what Mrs. Mavilda, that's her name, Minerva, Mrs. Mavilda, it's a bitch, the mayor fires her and offers a job to Judy. But her husband goes, no, you can't have a job because you're going to be busy taking care of our 9 children. 9? We only have 2 children. We're going to adopt the other 7. Okay, but you got 1 job and she's going to be taking care of these kids. You're going to need a lot more money to take care of 9 kids. But no, she can't have a job. But here's the thing, though. Santa Claus flies off, right? The narrator comes back. There's a narrator at the beginning of this. But the narrator comes back and says that Mrs. Mavilda is good now, and she's Judy's assistant at the orphanage. But wait. No, she didn't take the job. Judy didn't take the job. Or maybe she did. I don't know. I don't care. This sucked. This is like the biggest. Like, I was a kid, I used to watch this all the time, and I enjoyed it. But now, I'm sitting here, I'm going, what? The animation is static. It's just, standing here, talking. No real movement. When characters do walk, they don't do much. It's just static animation, talking. No emotion. This was made for the lowest common denominator. Just a cash grab for something, and I don't even know why. It's no. It's aged badly, man. Just no. I can't. And of course, I'm out of eggnog now. In this cup, I got more in the fridge, but yeah, this sucked. This wasn't. And like I said, I watched this on USA Network back in the day, and my grandma wrote down Christmas Orphans because she didn't know what it was called. It wasn't until years later I figured out what it was called, and I didn't watch it again until now. I should have this on a VHS tape somewhere, maybe. Who cares? So what are your thoughts on the Christmas tree? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.